How much money do you think you spent on your own personal development? So like your side hustles, your parties. How much do you think you spent?
It's deep in the six figures. Yeah.
You're talking multiple six figures.
Yeah, easily. Because think of it, yeah. Festival.
What happened? You reading comments?
Huh?
You reading comments?
Yeah, someone said you're not gonna get the wife you want in London, bro. Under the video of the rants. People are mad. I laugh all day, you know.
Red pill rants, man.
Someone said rants, the UK covered whole come. That's too funny.
I don't know, man. Alright, so the question is, yeah, I did a little, what's it called? Not a questionnaire, a poll on my Instagram. I was like, ask you some questions and I'll ask you, man, or I can answer them myself, innit? And then one of them was, it's all about like self-development or whatever. The guy was basically saying he's got some money, he doesn't know whether he should save for a house or invest into like his side hustle, like his YouTube or something like that. So I wanted to ask you, how much money do you think you spent on your own personal development? So like your side hustles, your parties, how much do you think you spent? Because I feel like people are too hesitant to put money into things and they try to do the safe route. They try to go for the property. They try to go for things that make sense to them or made sense in the old world. But we're in a different world now, innit? So I thought I'd ask you.
Yeah. So you said parties?
Yeah, how much money do you think you spent? So that's the festival, that's your parties, like that's everything you've done.
Bro.
You have to put a number on it.
I can't put a number.
You have to, bro. For the title, for the thumbnail.
It's deep in the six figures. Yeah.
You're talking multiple six figures.
Yeah, easily. Because think of it, yeah. Festival. I did 2 festivals.
Yeah.
One of them, not even only festivals. I'll give an example. Just a normal day party. So when I used to do summer at the warehouse, my drinks bill used to be anywhere from 20 grand to like 30 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was how much I was paying the wholesalers on alcohol alone. Alcohol
Okay.
and like water, juice, all of that. So imagine in the warehouse, I probably had like 8 parties.
Yeah.
So do the math there. That's already like a quarter M.
Yeah, big money.
Yeah.
Big money.
Higher fee. So I was paying like 6 grand for the warehouse space. Then security was probably around 3 grand. Staff was probably around 2 grand. You know
That's
what I mean?
crazy. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I had the thing on my story the other day talking about when people phone me and asking for dry hire of my venue. Then I'm like, you lot don't actually do maths before you make this phone call, because everyone's thinking, oh, doing dry hire is gonna make them mad money. So I said, all right, cool. If I was to do dry hire.
What is dry hire?
So dry hire is when you could bring your own alcohol and your own drinks to the venue. But I don't do dry hire. But if I was to do dry hire, I'm charging minimum 3.5 grand. So now, if I'm charging 3.5 grand, you're already starting your event at a minus 3.5 grand. Then you have to factor in the DJs and that. So that might be 4.5 grand. Then now you have to factor in your alcohol and your drinks in that. So you might spend 200 capacity venue. You might spend maybe like 152 grand. So you've got 4.5 grand plus 152 grand. Before you made any money now, you're 6 grand down, at least 6.5, 7. So let's say you're 7 grand down, or worse. 7 grand down before you made any money. The venue holds 200. What are you gonna price the tickets at?
Yeah.
Let's say you priced it at 20.
Yeah.
Or 25 if you're lucky. And you didn't have no freebies. So 25 if you're lucky, you have no freebies, you made 5 grand. So now you got 2 grand to make. So let's say you're wishing that from the people you got coming, you've guaranteed the 200, and there's 200 people that spend. So 200 people that spend, let's say now you make profit of, let's say on the bar, 200 people that proper spend, you might make 5k. If you're lucky and you got like friends like mine who are drinkers, you might hit 8. So 8k plus, so 8k you needed to make 2 grand to break even. So now you made 6 grand profit, where you spent 7 grand to make 6k.
Yeah, that's crazy. But then I think as well, like you had other things, like there was one point you was doing drop shipping. Yeah. For what was it? It was like was it scooters?
Scooters.
Yeah. So like stuff like that. Like how much was you even investing into that? It's gotta be at least
I didn't invest into that.
No, did you not? Okay,
that
cool.
was dropshipping, so
Okay, cool. But like you've done loads of things. So like I think.
I try.
Yeah, no, I know, but
try.
I think my thing is at the moment. I think people are very scared to try stuff. Like they're very much so. Oh, let me just put my money in a residential property and then buy it and then it's mine or whatever. But I don't think that is the same as it was 30 years ago, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that was the main question anyway.
You know the thing with property as well, yeah?
Yeah.
I thought about it before, but I think what put me off was if I buy a property, I don't want to buy it. If I buy a property to live in, for me it's like, alright, cool. I don't know my long-term plans here, one. Like, I do know my long-term plans ain't here, one.
Yeah.
Two, yeah, I hear the thing about, you can rent it out and blah, blah, blah. But I always think about little things. Give you an example. My boy bought his brethren bought a 2-bedroom house in Lingfield.
Yeah.
Lingfield is 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
Right, that's going to...
Past schools then out that way.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So anyway now, 2-bedroom maison there. On paper, 250. We calculated by the time we finished paying the mortgage, 740.
Yeah.
So basically, nearly paid 3 times.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Alright, cool. Now people say, oh, alright, you pass it on to your blah blah blah. So it's made this money that time. Has it really made this money that time because you were living there? No. 2, you pass it on to your child. If your child ain't really got money now like that, yeah, I hear it. But now, when you die now, they take what?
40%. It goes to probate. It goes to probate.
Yeah.
So let's take 40%.
300 and something thousand.
Yeah.
So now that they now charge it on the new value.
Yeah.
Of what you spent.
Yeah. They fleece you, bro. They fleece you. Unless it's in a trust or something.
There you go.
Money's gone.
Yeah, that's another thing that a lot of people don't think about. They don't think about trust in that. So now, 40% of 740, the money's dropped that down.
Yeah.
So it's like literally, have you really made a profit?
Probably not.
Probably not. Like they find ways to basically rob you dry here. So unless the house is permanently rented out, like I don't see it as a business decision for me.
And then if you look at what, because I saw you post a thing the other day about it was Texas and there was a house for like 200 bags, and what you could get, it was like a 4-bedroom driveway. Bro, crazy.
Yeah.
So like I don't think for what you can get for property over here, if you're not intent on staying here, it don't make sense.
Yeah. If I get a property, it's literally not for me to live, it's for me to
rent out.
To rent out and make money from it. So, but that's the reason why I went the venue route instead. And that's the reason why...
That's where you put your money.
Yeah, when I went the venue route, I didn't tell my friends who are property bandits, property.
Yeah.
I only reached out to my friends who I know in that field.
Yeah, makes sense.
I didn't want no one to try and distract my goal or try and put me off.
I get you.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because now, for instance, I'm probably making the same as my landlord monthly, but with less people. So my landlord got 6 people in the house upstairs, 6 rooms. So between the 6 rooms and here, I'm probably seeing similar as him.
Yeah.
On average. But now I don't have to deal with people.
And it's hands off now because you got the staff now as well.
Proper hands off. So
yeah.
Bro, I don't really go to my venue. People are following me. Oh yeah, when can you come in? I'm like, I'm not there. Like the viewings are on the days where I've got events before the events. Sometimes after the events, if it's a day event, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the viewings are on those days. Like you're not gonna see me. Like there's no reason to see me. People wanna see me to talk to, but I'm like, you've got me on the phone. Yeah. You don't need to see me.
Yeah.
Like, you could view the venue. I could send you a video of the venue. Staff could show you around, and you could call me right after. I don't need to be. But
people don't understand time, though, innit? And they don't have respect for your time.
There you go.
They take the piss.
If you got a business is meant to be able to run itself.
Yeah.
If it's not running itself, you got a job. You get me?
Yeah.
So I've got a business and I've got a job. I'm trying to focus on my job and not be focused on my business when I could be. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The early parts of starting the venue, bro, I didn't have no time to do nothing else because I was so on the phone all the time and thinking, if I don't have time to answer the phone, that I'm gonna lose out, and everything was disorganized. Now, between certain hours, I'm not answering the phone.
No,
even if I see it, I would sometimes reply like with a quick message, because what would happen is if you start answering the phone at every given time, people don't respect the time no more. They start thinking, that you run a 24/7 service.
Like it's a call center.
Like it's a call center.
Yeah, you lose your day. You lose your day. You lose your day.
Now, like I said, once I'm in the car driving, for instance, I could be driving from 4:30 in the morning till 12:30 straight. Then after that, I go to the gym and train. But when I'm in the car, in between, let's say like long drives, if I have to go pick up someone and they're like 15 minutes away, then I'll call back.
Yeah.
So I think.
So it fits in. Yeah, it fits into your day.
Then when I go to the gym, if my phone's ringing, I'm not answering.
Yeah.
After I finish training, I'll answer. So best times I'm on the phone is like usually between 2 and like 6, 7. You know, I could, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm with you.
Now I've kind of scheduled everything in a way that it all flows.
So what are we saying? Fuck property then. Invest in yourself.
No,
try something.
No.
Try something. Whilst you're young.
You can still do property, but for me personally,
it don't make sense.
It don't make sense for me. It's not my. I don't want to deal with. Alright, cool. For instance, my landlord came yesterday because he had to drop a part for the boiler. Yeah. That's not coming out of my pocket.
Yeah, I hear it.
That's coming out of his pocket.
Yeah.
I said, bro, listen, the hot water is not in the bathroom. It's not hot as I need. It's coming out warm. He had to go buy the part. So imagine this month from now you're expecting this amount in rent, but now you have to minus that.
Yeah, £100
to deal with this.
Do it, either do it yourself or pay for the labour.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you
it's have to constantly.
Do you pay for maintenance of your venue? Do you pay for the maintenance of your venue? So like any like if you got a leak or something.
So like I haven't really had that issue, but
cool.
To be fair, you just reminded me. So there was in the bathroom on the ceiling there was a issue, but the landlord's gonna have to deal with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
To deal with that side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's only that I have to deal with just the aesthetic side.
Yeah, the internal. But, so anything structural, he has to deal with it.
There you go.
Got you. Okay, cool.
Side he has to deal with.
Dope.
So for me, property is not my thing. I'm not going down that route.
No, that's cool.
Brother, he deals with that. That's his route.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of my friends, that's their route. But me, because I'm not trying to be too overly accessible all the time. I don't want to.
It don't make sense.
It don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Like it's a good hustle.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna knock it. But for me, it just don't make no sense. So
got you.
Like I'd rather just get more venues and just be hands off, because now that I know the system,
you could just repeat it.
I could repeat it. And I don't need to I don't need I realized the more I'd have, I could even stop answering the phone calls and the emails.
Yeah. Or just get one person to deal with all of them. And then it's done. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
Alright, cool. You could do it either way. You could either have it as you work on a set wage. Yeah. Or you could have a little set wage plus
commission or something. Yeah. Depends on how they want to work, innit?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
Keep it moving like that.
Say less.